Hello everyone. Welcome back to our new video. In this video we will introduce the flower park and share experiences after spending all the day in garden. Also visited mountain views landscape in South Korea. It's Jeju Island Flower Garden Cafe Boromwat. From Jeju City Hall 1 hours by bus. You can take 221 or 222 number bus. It's open every day from 9 am to 6 pm. But during winter time changes. Entrance fees for adults including middle and high school students 5,000 Korean won. Baby 36 months or more 3,000 Korean won for children. Drinks are not included in the entrance fee, you can just see the flowers. When I arrived at Boromwat, I saw cars, houses, and ticket office parked in the spacious parking lot. It was amazing that the entrance to the building was a house, and I was surprised by the crowd that looked more than I thought. It's free parking everywhere. I knew it was a famous place, but it was more warm than I thought when I saw people entering endlessly. Glorious, a flower garden with cafe in Jeju Island, which is very famous for tourists all the year round. Its name is Boromwat. In Boromwat, you can meet a variety of flowers indoors and outdoors. And in February to March, tulips, rapeseed. April to May, purple rapeseed, green barley, tricolor willow, buckwheat. June to July, barley, lavender, hydrangea, buckwheat, pink flower, pink moly during September to October. It's a great place to meet a variety of flowers from time to time, but the flowers I wanted was tulips. I was very fortunate. Authorities said that the tulip flower garden will pushed away about 1 to 2 weeks from now I visited. I was disappointed for a while, but I was looking forward to seeing unfamiliar purple rapeseed, heedless flowers, tricolor willows, and lots more. Inside the room, there was a space and a cafe where you can buy plants. There were a lot of people here and the cafe, but it was quiet until it was closed. I was worried about COVID-19 because it was indoors, and I didn't like the complexity, but apart from that, the plants were so pretty. It was so pretty that I wanted to be healed just by looking at it. As soon as I first entered the indoor garden, a bearded Tillandsia tunnel appeared. The scale is different. Tillandsia is known to be excellent at removing fine dust, and it was spectacular, like a plant growing in the air, like a curtain. In addition to Tillandsia, it is full of plants that are known to be effective in removing fine dust, such as ivy, yolma, and decidia, making it felt cute and pleasant unlike the outdoor garden. There are a lot of hydrangeas on the promenade. It consists of a course where you can walk along the trail through the dense trees. It's actually a straight line promenade, and the course is quite long, so you can feel the smell of hydrangea comfortably. On the hydrangea road that can't be taken away, with only the colorful colors. It is buried in the hydrangea all ages and takes a shot of life. Well, it's not a tourist spot, but it's a photo spot. So ordinary travelers don't visit well, so you can avoid visiting crowds during the day and visit only in the morning or evening to meet the good scenery. You can see that the scenery that you could not be seen with your eyes without. Taking a picture is very different from the feeling of shooting at various heights and positions. Boromwat, what does that mean? I was very curious. By the way, the word wow. The word wow is a word that often appears in small signposts when you go to Jeju Island, so I looked it up on Naver. As I found from internet that is, Borom is a dialect of Jeju Island, but in the standard language, it means the wind, and it is the dialect of Jeju Island in the field. So it means a field of wind. In fact, Boromwat is a plain level field surrounded by mountains, so it seems to be very windy. Tulips flowers was the main attraction during this season. It was perfect time for tulips. Also different types of tulips you can find if you are tulip lovers. I especially like the table where the plants grow. There is also a cafe here, so you can buy a plant in an empty cup after having a drink. When I see the purple lavender swaying in the wind, my heart seems to be shaking. I think it's a more special experience because you can see a large lavender garden that can only be seen in European pub gardens such as Italy and France. Similar feeling you can feel in Jeju Island. Lavender garden is free to enter the garden. Take a walk or take close-up photos. Be sure to take a look around in June when lavender flowers are in full bloom. The cafe is open around 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pets are allowed with a cage or leash. Up and down hill, there are almost no bumpy roads, so you can push the stroller comfortably for your baby. In this cafe, you can see all the various gardens of Boromwat introduced above. You can see the wind hill at a glance from the front window, and there is a long window on the side where you can fully capture the outside scenery. As of the end of May, the most blooming flower in Boromwat is the buckwheat flower. There is an endless 100,000 pound of buckwheat field in Boromwat, and the white buckwheat flowers are in full bloom, making it spectacular. In particular, the eastern part of Jeju Island, where Boromwat is located, is an area with many large and small rises, and the sight of round rises at the end of the endless buckwheat field is a unique scenery that can only be seen in Jeju. Jeju Island is the largest buckwheat production area in the country, which produces about 40% of the country's buckwheat production. You can ride the train also. Train fare 5001 runs every 30 minutes from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. But it was long queue, so we decided not to take train. Thanks to this Boromwat, buckwheat can be seen all over Jeju Island. And it is grown well even on barren land, so it is grown on a large scale on a large farm in a middle area. This vast buckwheat landscape that Boromwat became as famous as it is now. Buckwheat is actually a rustic flower with small flowers and white color, so it's not very impressed if it's small, but it's worth it because it's grown on a large scale. However, please remember that it is not a buckwheat field created as a tourist destination from the beginning, but because it is a buckwheat field grown to harvest fruit, so you can't enter the field. I want to find for you to introduce is a purple rapeseed flower. Yellow rapeseed flowers are common, but you haven't heard of rapeseed flowers, well, have you? Unfortunately, I didn't find of any purple rapeseed flowers. By the way, Boromwat is also famous for its purple rape blossoms, and I saw purple rapeseed flowers here for the first time last year. The shape and fragrance of the flowers are similar to yellow rapeseed, but the color is dreamy purple, so it's a very attractive flower. There are shooting spots such as chairs, tables in every garden, so it's perfect for taking pictures. Just walk a little bit inside of that garden, you can find amazing views with trees and flowers. I don't think it's an exaggeration. It will be really worthy. I've seen 1 or 2 tricolor willow trees in the garden, but it's the first time I've seen a tricolored willow garden like this, and I think it creates a vague and dreamy atmosphere. This tulip's garden touched my heart. But we missed red color tulip because we was little bit late about that red color tulip. Next to the tulip flower field is a tricolor willow garden. The tricolor willow is also called white pink chelix, and it is a popular garden tree because its leaves change color depending on the season. The color of new leaves changes to green in April, white in May, and pink in June. It is said that it is not a native species in Korea, but a tree native to Europe. Do you see cute pink bird leaves? As the name suggests, 3 colors, green, white, and pink, are more beautiful than flowers, so they seem to be more popular. The signature menu of this cafe is a buckwheat latte, so you can think of it as a latte mixed with buckwheat flour. I also ordered a buckwheat latte, and the buckwheat milk foam was savory and delicious, but the harmony with the coffee was a bit disappointing. If you're focusing on the taste of coffee, it's better to just order coffee. You can also buy self-baked bread. Please let us know if you had any experience of visiting South Korean Jeju Island or where you want to visit next. Let's let other people know your experience about world's most famous places. If you like our videos, don't forget to like or share. Also, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Remember, try to be safe yourself and always smile. We got to go now. See you in our next video. Thanks for staying with us.